and welcome to the Direct Selling Success Podcast. I'm Anna Green, and I'm here to share with you tips, tricks, and training on network marketing done right. Thank you for listening. I hear it all the time at this time of year. Nobody's got any money. Everybody's away on holiday. Oh, it's a funny time of year for this industry. It's a funny time of year for selling this product that I've got. It's so common at this time of year for us to believe that business is going to be slow, and for it to actually be slow. You know, there are reasons that our business might be slow at this time of year. And I think you can either accept it or you can change and build your business from this. You know, this time of year is a crucial time of year for boosting your growth and your consistency and your audience before the big silly selling season coming up, if you've got a product that is, you know, giftable, ready for Christmas. And I think so many of us, because we believe that it's going to be quiet at this time of year, it is, because we make it so. You know, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. We think it's going to be quiet, therefore we don't put as much effort in because we know it's going to be quiet, and therefore we prove to ourselves that it's going to be quiet. And if everybody else is telling us that it's going to be quiet, well, oh, well, you know, it's how it is. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. We also think sometimes, some of us, that we can't do as much sales or sponsoring or recruiting, team building activities because the kids are off school or we're going away for 2 weeks in that month. So our sales or our income is going to be less. Again, it doesn't have to be. We just need to adapt for the situation and plan for the situation. So I'm going to go through a few things with you now to help you, hopefully, get the best out of your summer, however you want it to be. And I know a lot of you will want time off with family, and I know a lot of you will be going away. But I also know that you can still build an incredibly successful summer in and around all that as well. And I'm going to show you how, okay? So first of all, I want you to sit and plan. What do you want your business to do for you over the summer? Think about this. You know, do you still want to earn the same amount of money around what you've got going on? Do you want to earn more? Do you want to maximize the potential that you've got this summer? Do you want to earn the same amount or more money in less time? Do you have more time? Maybe, you know, your normal work, your proper job, inverted commas, gives you time off during the summer, you know, teaching and nursery nurses and, you know, all those sorts of things. Maybe you've got a big gap in the summer where you can work harder on your business. Do you want to fit in how you work around your family and still earn the same amount? Are you happy to do less in the summer, but want to do something that is quite flexible that will build your business for after the summer? Because if you stop completely, well, it's so much harder to get back into and you'll be missing out on so many opportunities. But do you know what? This is your business. It's your choice. It's everything about this business is your choice, whether you work or whether you don't. And it's so worth remembering that you make the choice to put the effort into your business. You make the choice to take the action. So totally your choice. So what do you want this business to look like for you over the summer? Set some goals. You know, visualize what this could possibly be by autumn, you know, 1st of October, say. What does it look like for you? Now, the mindset around this plays with us all the time. We get told that nobody's buying over the summer. People have less money to spend. They don't have less money to spend. They choose to spend it differently. At different times of year, people have different spending habits. Some people throughout the summer will have been saving up for the summer holidays to be able to treat themselves and to go places and to go on holiday and to do all those things. Does your product or service market anything around those? Can you market anything around those? Because people are still buying, they're just buying differently. They have to see the value in spending that money over the summer with you. How are you going to make that happen? We're also told that people don't use social media the same over the summer because they're all outside enjoying the sun. Well, if you're listening to this in 2024, where has the sun been? It's certainly not been in the UK. It's been a terrible, terrible summer for weather, which has probably got people spending differently again. So you can use this information and the facts and figures around when people spend, what people spend it on, and how people choose to spend their time. Use that information and work with it. Put things out there that are relevant to all these things. The feelings we have around summer will affect how we run our business. And we need to remember this. We're told people use their social media differently in the summer. Back to this again. Yes, they do. But that doesn't mean you have to not show up on social media. If people are quieter on social media during the summer holidays, you need to be the one that's visible and still out there doing the things so that you're the one that they're seeing when they are on there. If there's less business owners talking about their business on social media throughout the summer, you need to be one of those people because you'll be seen easier. I mean, in my eyes, that's a total no-brainer. Just because not as many people are on social media during the summer, if that's a true thing, I've never really looked at it, to be honest. I'm always on social media. So if that's a true thing, then, why wouldn't you show up more to the people who are on there to give them value? It may be that you have an audience of people who aren't on social media in the summer, but that doesn't mean that everybody's not on social media in the summer. Think of all those people who are off work with the kids and they're sat at home and the kids have gone out to play in the yard or down the street, or they're on the computers, or, whatever they're doing. What are those parents doing? They would normally be at work. They're probably sat on their phones. They're probably watching some telly. They're probably, on their social media more than they would usually be. But because we assume that everybody's busy in the holidays, we forget about all those people that have changed their lifestyle to fit around the holidays, to fit around the summer. We need to market to those people. We also need to stop believing what we think is to be true, is what I'm trying to get at here. So market differently to these people that are online, these people that are still around, those people that are still attending fairs and events in your local area. Busy mums might need products that speed something up or treats them after a hard day with the kids, or makes something easier, or occupies the children. They might have less time over the summer, so it could be something like that. They might need things for the holidays that they're going on, or the difference in weather, or something to prepare them and get them organised for when the kids go back to school. Or, there's so many things that they might need. They might need money-saving things. They might need time-saving things. They might be looking at the summer and thinking, I've got all this time off with the kids. I don't want to go back to work in the summer. What's my get out? What can I use as like an exit strategy? Oh, network marketing. Why don't I start with that business that I've always been watching so-and-so do? You need to be the one there that's suggesting it to them. There's so many things you can be talking about over the summer. What can you put out there that is going to be a magnet for your ideal client over the summer? Think about their needs right at this specific time. If you are struggling to sell to your usual audience with the same messaging, what about this period of time can you help them with? What can you entice them with? What can you create a fear of missing out over? Can you put on more live events on your socials or in person? Can you organise events, charity events or fundraising events or fun events with the kids in tow? Maybe that's a thing that you could offer. Really think about those offers and what it would be for them to buy into. What would it be for them to purchase the product? What would be in it for them to join the team? And why should people buy it? Why should they buy it? Tell them. This is important. So summer business, yes, you may be finding it is quieter. I totally get that it might be quieter, but if it is quieter, do you want it to stay quieter? Are you going to pull your finger out? Are you going to be the one that says, right, I'm going to earn this money and I've got this much time to do it in? What can I do? How can I make this happen? First things first, get hot on visibility. If you're going to be this person that is going to make the money that you want over the summer, get hot on your visibility. Where can you show up? Where can you show up where your ideal client are? Where can you grow your audience? Where can you build the relationships with the people you've already got? What can you be showing them? What offers can you be putting out there? Get hot on your follow-up and conversations. So follow up with your previous customers, follow up with your hot leads, follow up with your prospects, follow up with all those people who are on your socials and engaging with you. Have conversations with people about collaborating, about different ideas, about events, about, think bigger than you would normally. Because when it's quiet, we can either stick with the status quo and go, yeah, summer's always quiet. Or we can go, right, summer's always quiet. So what am I going to do differently? And what extra am I going to put on to make sure I hit those goals? Get clever with your time. In the summer, if you have very little time, if you're fitting this in small pockets, what can you do in small pockets of time? Scroll on social media if you want to engage with your audience with a timer set, or do it alongside doing something else. Maybe, you're watching a film with the kids. Put your timer on your phone to scroll while they're occupied, or when you're waiting for the bus, or when you're out at the park with the kids and they're playing and you're just sat there, do a little bit of work. Obviously this has got to work for you, and you've got to think about what I'm saying here and think, well, actually, when I'm at the park with the kids, I want to be with them and present with them. That's fine. That might not work for you. Find something else that does. Maybe get up an hour earlier, go to bed an hour later, go and sit in the car and do half an hour of follow-up while somebody else has the kids. I remember doing that on many occasions just to get some peace and quiet. I remember going and shutting myself in the bathroom for 5 minutes to be able to just do 5 minutes of contacting people, or following up with people, or speaking to my team, because I knew that every time I got on the phone, my kids would be, hey, mom, this, as soon as I picked up that phone. So for me, just being able to get away that little bit worked really well for me. And I would not always be able to do it because, of time restraints and childcare restraints, but it really did work for me. What else can you do? So rather than thinking, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, what else can you do? What can you do in the time that you've got? Perhaps look at what you're doing and look at it from an analytical point of view and think, is this actually going to move my business forward, what I'm doing now, or is it not? It's very tempting to say we're working on our business, we're building our business when we're creating Canva images, when we're faffing with admin, when we're filing, when we are doing the things that look like it's businessy, but aren't actually doing anything to move the sales needle in any way, shape or form towards our goal. So if you are short on time, just do the business building activities. Anything else isn't important. Unless it's got a deadline to it and it has to be done and it's incredibly urgent. If you're working on your business in small pockets of time, make it pockets of time that are used wisely. That's my top tip for over the summer. Get hot on creating opportunities. Opportunities, they are so key. You just don't know where you're going to meet your next big thing. I was at an awards ceremony a couple of weeks ago, and I had sponsored the award for the Network Marketer of the Year because, that's my industry. I wanted to be visible in front of that awards audience. It made sense for me. Anyway, I was at the award ceremony and there was a lady there who runs networking groups. And if I hadn't have put the effort in and gone to the awards, if I hadn't have sponsored the award, she'd have never seen me. But she offered me an opportunity that was just amazing, that would get me in front of so many people of my ideal client, that would get me visible, that would get me sales, that has already put another 100 people into my audience on my Facebook group. And when I think about that, I just think I could have not gone to the award ceremony. I could have not sponsored it. It cost me money. I could have not been there, but I created that opportunity. I am talking on a summit later today. We are on the 11th of July today. I'm talking at a summit later today, and this is an online summit. I'm talking about my specialist subject, selling without the ink, and it's in front of people who I've really never met before. There might be some of my audience there, but they're mainly a new audience, and I'm putting myself out there for free to get visible, to create opportunities, because I know from that it will lead me somewhere else. You just don't know where it might lead. And I think sometimes we don't put ourselves in positions to create those opportunities enough. So over the summer, think about the places that you can go and the opportunities you can create. If you are at the local park and you're buying an ice cream, why not see if you can get a poster up in the local shop? If you are out and about at a local cafe, why not ask if you can have a pop-up shop one day there when they're a bit quieter in the autumn? Why don't you go and connect with other local business owners to find out what they're doing and what they're going to and where they're showing up so that you can do the same? You can form collaborations with local businesses. You can put posters up. If you're going for a walk with the dog, can you go and post some leaflets through some doors or catalogues through some doors at the same time? Creating opportunities doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It doesn't have to cost a lot of time. But rather than just going somewhere and being somewhere over the summer, I challenge you to try and fit your business in somehow. I've heard of people this week who have recruited a new team member while sat on the beach in Portugal. One of my members put that up in our Facebook group earlier on this week. That's just brilliant. That's just brilliant. But sometimes we don't think to create the opportunities, or we're not listening out for the opportunities. You can do all this without being spammy. It's just being more aware that you're wanting to build your business and trying to create those opportunities. As well as using your summer to build your sales and your team now, think about using your summer to build your sales and your team for autumn as well. What you do now will affect your business later down the line. And even if you're not a silly selling season product and giftable based business, you still want a decent autumn, yes? So plan for the future. I always say to all my clients, do something today to build your sales today, to make sure you get a sale every single day that you're working on your business, and then do something that same day to get sales tomorrow. Because if you can always be looking towards putting something into the future that's going to build your business in the future, you're always going to have a solid business. It's the people that concentrate on today and only today that worry about what's happening in the future. So always think towards the autumn at the same time as you're thinking about the summer. Now is the time to be growing your audience for that period, that busy, silly selling season. So, meet the new people while you're selling to everybody else. It's important. Think about those booking opportunities for later on down the line. Think about who you can speak to after the summer as well as who you can speak to now. And yes, you'll have a big pile of audience who are busy during the summer, but there's no reason that you can't speak to them about future business for the autumn. I hope this has helped you. I hope I've inspired you to go out and do something extra for this summer to build your sales and your team. And good luck. If you are on Facebook during the summer, if you are still online during the summer, come and see me over at my Facebook group, Direct Selling Success. We are having a fabulous summer over there with loads and loads of hints and tips on building your summer business. And if you want to keep accountable during the summer and you want that extra support to make sure you're taking the actions that you know you need to take to build your business through these busy summer holiday weeks, come and join the Success Lounge. It's just £34 a month. We are doing a 5-a-day challenge throughout August. 5 actions a day. You'll get kept accountable to take the actions, and we will get you having an incredibly profitable summer. See you all soon. Have an amazing rest of your week. Bye.